Alright, so this is the Micromax in one piece. It's been in my pocket ever since I made my first impressions video about it. And after 2 entire months of using it daily, I think it's time for my review. So let's get into it. So at first, here are the specs. Its dimensions are 164.5 by 75.8 by 8.9 millimeters. And it weighs about 188 grams. Yeah, it's lightweight, and to a point where sometimes I don't even realize if it's in my pocket. It's an IPS LCD 6.52 inches panel with 720 by 1600 pixels. So when you buy this phone, you get two options, a 2GB 32GB variant and a 4GB 64GB variant. I bought the 4GB 64GB variant, and when you buy the 2GB 32GB variant, you get an Android Go edition which has all the Go and Lite versions of the applications like YouTube Go, Gallery Go, or Google Maps Go, Google Go, etc. Then the 4GB 64GB variant comes with stock Android 10 out of the box. It has got a MediaTek Helio G35 12nm chipset. Of course, you cannot play Call of Duty at maximum settings, but it's very decent for a normal person to use, considering that I've not had any sort of crashing or lagging of the software. So that's all the specs, and most of them was very unexpected from a phone at this price range. So let's start off with the design. From the back, this phone sort of looks like the OnePlus 8T, at least that's what I felt. Out of the 3 color options you get while buying this phone, I like this sort of teal and greenish color. It is a plastic bag, and does it break? Well, sometimes yes. One day I was just walking downstairs and my phone just hit the wall, slightly like tick, like that small, and that created a small crack in the corners. Well, that's the first time happening so, but I would highly suggest use a case on it because that's always secure and safe. The gradient design on the back is matte, but that doesn't mean it protects the phone from dust and fingerprints. Coming to the front, you get a 20:9 aspect ratio screen with a dewdrop notch, which I'm not a big fan of. Then on the right side you get the volume and the power button, and to the left side there is the special dedicated Google Assistant button, which I'll talk about at the end of this video. The fingerprint sensor is super responsive. You can quickly unlock your phone with that. The face unlock is most of the time accurate, but sometimes it's just a bit slow. By the way, if you enjoyed so far, please make sure to hit that red subscribe button, and also I'll not be talking about the camera because I've made a dedicated camera review on my channel. Please go check it out. First link below the like button. Moving on to the software experience, it's pure Android 10 stock experience, no ads and no bloatwares. It's a 60Hz display, so I could experience some minute frame drops, but it's not meant to be a gaming phone, so that is expected. Next up is battery life. So one day I took myself up a challenge, and I decided to charge this phone up to 100% and told myself to mark the screen on time when this phone hits 20%. And my records was something near to this. Yes, 7 hours and 32 minutes, and that's like crazy. At this price range, this might be the battery champion. Well, I'm not a gamer or stuff like that. I don't do any heavy tasks on my phone, but considering that I attend my classes, take photographs, call or text people, and watch YouTube videos, scroll on Instagram, and all these activities didn't even kill this phone. So I love listening to music and podcasts, and with this phone, it makes it even better. So here is an audio sample if you want to check that out. When I first bought this phone, my cousin Tech Kyle asked me,
what is one thing or things that you did not like about this phone?
So I couldn't give him the answer back then, but now since I've been using it for 2 entire months, I found some problems that can be fixed in the future generation. Number 1, placement of the ports and buttons. So on the right side, as I've told you, it's the power button and the volume trigger, and on the left side it is the dedicated Google Assistant button. So the Google Assistant button is right parallel to the power button, so whenever you power on the phone, you accidentally call the Google Assistant. And that is super annoying because you don't want Sundar Pichai to hear your personal talks, and that's so weird. One way this one could be fixed is by moving the Google Assistant button a little bit higher so that you wouldn't just press it while switching the phone on. Next one is the microphone. So most people hold their phone with the pinky finger supporting at the bottom like this. And in this phone, when I'm sending voice messages, my pinky finger was blocking the microphone. And most of the time you have to repeat the message that you already sent once again, and that's super annoying. Then the speaker, which is situated at the back, and most of the time when I keep it on my table playing music or any podcast, half of the sound is blocked by the table, and that is creepy. Also, I wish if there was a way to change the Google Assistant functions on the settings. Of course, you can do remap the button, and for that you have to install a special application called Assist Mapper found on the Play Store. I did that, but you cannot get that much of feel when you can customize it on the phone settings. Another thing that I didn't like about this phone is the brightness. So it's a 400 nits screen and you cannot see very much in bright sunlight. So at the end of the day, how good is this phone? Of course, you can get more than enough feature from a phone at this price. You get a 5000 mAh battery, a USB Type-C, under 10 stock experience, and yes, it's a good package. Should you buy it? Of course, if you like this phone, you can buy it, but I personally think there are more upcoming phones in the horizon, so you should wait. Even Micromax is releasing their Micromax in 1. Probably their next generation would be Micromax in 2B, Micromax in not 2, and the in 2. Probably that's the naming scheme they're gonna follow.
Check.
Anyways, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. My name is Nived, and until next video, bye bye.